everyone, hello. Hi, I have changed my channel name to Dionysus Dose, so it's me, Dionysus, and today I'm going to be talking about Class of Lies slash Mr. Temporary. I watched this a few months ago, so I don't actually remember like everything, but I did take notes on it, and I'm just going to be looking at them right now. So basically, I took a note on episode 1. I was a little bit confused. Certain dramas, they'll really lay out the storyline, and there's going to be like stuff from when these characters were kids, and then it's going to relate to now, and you have like so much backstory that's related to the current story, and there wasn't that much happening in that way in this drama, which is fine if you are used to that. But if you're really used to dramas that are really like laying out a lot of backstory, then it's kind of weird. It wasn't very realistic from my point of view on the first episode, and I was really like itching to get to the point. But it was only episode 1, so I was like, it's fine. And then episode 2, I was expecting it to be really dark after episode 1, and it was dark, but it was like disguised by humor. So it was hilarious, but so dark at the same time. I didn't know what to do with myself. And then episode 3. A lot of the comments on this episode were saying that people were very thankful for character development. I was a little bit confused on what the goals were for prosecutor Ki Kang-jae and Miss Ha working together. And then I skipped ahead to like episode 9. I was just kind of watching it, and then I was really confused. I don't know why I was so confused. Maybe I'm just stupid when it came to this drama, but I was just confused for a lot of it. I didn't fully understand what was happening all the time. But I remember at episode 9, I was like really like on the edge of my seat for a lot, and then it would be kind of dragging, and I'd be like, okay, I'm ready for this to be over. And it just kept going back and forth between like, what? And like, oh, okay. And then what? And then, oh, okay. And then, like, everyone in this drama is so sketchy. Like, you literally don't trust anyone. Like, you don't trust main characters, you don't trust students, you don't trust teachers, you don't trust anybody. They're so sketchy. I could tell that a couple of things were kind of getting lost in the plot. Just a few little like side things that weren't very important to the story, but were like supposed to be happening, but weren't fully happening. For example, like there was the concept of that student who was supposed to get close to An Byung-ho, and that was like it just kind of disappeared, that thing. And then when, huge spoiler by the way right now, when Lee Tae-sok died, I was like, I was so shocked. I was like, whoa. And then episode 10, there was like such a weird mix of like unexpected things and then like typical dramas. Like, for example, something that I did not expect at all was Lee Tae-sok dying. But then something I did expect was like Lieutenant Oh Ki-hwan being a jerk when he was investigating the suicide case. Like, that was pretty expected. That they weren't gonna be doing as thorough of an investigation as they should have been. And then I was a little bit confused that Yoon Kyung-min was confiding more in Cha Hyun-jung than in Miss Ha. I was like, what's happening? And then I was realizing that like Miss Ha definitely did have a role in it, because she could get close to students while Yoon Kyung-min wasn't as able to do that. She was a lot kinder. Like Bumji being so manipulative was like he was just manipulating everybody. I like learned some tips on manipulating people from him. Um, you really just like don't know whose side you're on in this drama at all. Like, I was on episode 10 and I still didn't know whose side I was on. And then on episode 11, I was suspecting every single character in this drama. And then I was like thinking that Prosecutor Cha would be dead. Like, I thought she was gonna die. That was really confusing. And then when Hansu woke up, I was so confused. And then there was like this, it was just really weird. And then on episode 13, I was kind of starting to think that Hansu actually did murder Sua, because he just knew so many details that I was like, maybe he actually did it. And then when Tera kept getting strange phone calls, and then she was like spilling her secrets to Bomjin. I was like such a typical drama character where you're just like, this, they're so stupid. Why are they doing that? It's so obvious to you, like, that they shouldn't be doing that. And then, I really, like, kind of wanted to see more of, like, those gotcha moments from the lawyer. I was just like from Yoon Kyung Min, where he's like, haha, joke's on you, I know this, or something like that. I just kind of wanted to see a little bit more of that. It was really interesting to see the change of Yoo Kyung Min as he, like, when he didn't have to be undercover anymore. And it seemed like they were going with the idea that Yoo Bum Jin is the one who stabbed. So I was really confused because they were actually, like, they knew the culprit by, like, episode 10. And I was like, what kind of drama is this? Normally, like, huge plot twist on, like, the last episode of, like, oh, it's actually this person. But they, like, knew the whole time. And I was like, okay, I guess. And then when Yoo Bum Jin killed Tera, I was like, what? I didn't expect that. Like, I was just, I was kind of expecting, but I was like, no, they're not actually gonna have that happen. That's not actually gonna happen. And then it did happen, and I was like, what? And then in episode 14, I was really sure about, like, Tera died, but then I was, like, a little confused about Suha. I was like, is she actually alive? Like, that would have been a cool plot twist. And then, like, Prosecutor Cha just kind of disappeared for a few episodes, and I was, like, kind of confused. I expected to have a few more updates on her, like maybe she would still be in the hospital or something, and then they would just be talking to her. I don't know. And then at episode 14, I was definitely kind of just ready for the end, and I was thinking about, like, how messed up the drama was, and I was thinking, like, that it would be the perfect time for a plot twist in episode 14, but there wasn't one. They had, like, already figured out a lot of things, and they were wondering if Sua's death was a suicide, and that would actually have been a good plot twist, but it would have been a little bit disappointing, so I was kind of glad that that wasn't the plot. We finally got a update on Prosecutor Cha, and that was kind of good, because, like I said before, she disappeared for a while. The banter between Prosecutor Cha and Yoon Kyung Min is hilarious. I was really confused with Yuna and just kind of, like, her whole, like, role in the show. And then in episode 15, I was really confused because they said that Suha had diary entries from the day of, like, the incident, but I thought that she'd asked Hansu to mail it before then. So I was like, kind of a little plot hole. Maybe I was wrong about that. I don't remember if they actually, like, mentioned that and if they cleared that up, but I was a little bit confused about that. And then episode 16, I really, really loved the plot twist of, like, Lieutenant just telling them everything about Assembly Menu, and I loved the character of Park Won-suk. I loved Kyun's character development in the show, and I remember, like, 45 minutes into the last episode, I was like, are we sure that this is the last episode? Like, I was so confused, because it wasn't, like, wrapping up all the way. Like, normally, they wrap up the drama, put a little bow on it, and you're like, okay, good, I just finished that drama. But I was so confused. I was 45 minutes in, and things were still, like, happening. It wasn't, like, wrapping up. And I was so confused. And then that little plot twist at the end, I was like, who killed Bom Jin? Like, what happened? And I actually really liked they kind of left that part of, like, the case open, where you don't really know who did it, because you can kind of imagine your own ending in many different ways, like thinking about who could have done it and what the outcome would be of that. So I was thinking about, like, it would be a really good plot twist if Hansu actually ended up being the one who killed him. I just thought that would be a good little twist there. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the drama. Overall, if I were, like, on a recommendation scale of, like, 1 to 10, I would probably give it, like, a 7. But I feel like it's kind of an acquired taste. Like, you have to like these kinds of dramas, which I do, so I was lucky. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you thought as well in the comments below, and let me know what shows you want me to watch as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Diana's is out. Bye.